I've long heard that your knowledge encompasses all things old and new, Mr. Zhongli. It is truly an honor to make your acquaintance.
No need for formalities. I too feel humbled to be in the company of such...
Oh, you flatter us. If it's possible, may I trouble you to provide...
Exorcism? I can't say I'm an expert in the field, but if you don't mind, we could...
Whoa, there's so many people here. All we knew was that hotel invited Zhongli over. Paimon, happy Lantern Rite, everyone!
Likewise. Please take a seat.
Happy Lantern Rite! Are you having fun? Me too. I've seen Xinyan perform. I heard that the audience loved it too. And she's been receiving quite a lot of performance invitations lately.
Yep, and they asked us to pass on their season's greetings to everyone.
The performance was spectacular indeed.
Us? Did Xiangling ask you to try out her dishes?
That, my friend, is beside the point. Well, come to think of it, I probably shouldn't have burdened Chongyun.
Hold on. Xiangling came up with a new recipe? Oh, see? Someone here knows how to encourage people. Thanks, Paimon. Oh, and I have to thank Mr. Zhongli, too. He gave me lots of useful... Oh, so that's what you were talking...
Yes. Since we'll be dining together, the topic of our conversation naturally... Xiangling's ideas are truly unconventional. Her choices in both... My suggestions were nothing more than the icing on the cake.
Oh, the two of you. Now I'm getting embarrassed. Anyway, I'll get everyone to have a taste after I've adjusted the rest.
That sounds like it might become a little safer to eat.
How about I sample the dishes next time?
Speaking of eating, Paimon feels... Oh, Huta was the one who invited us, but she's not here. And... where's Guoba? Oh, Guoba volunteered to help Dad at the restaurant. You know, lots of people come over to eat during Lantern Rite. Without Guoba helping out, as for who...
The director went to collect a guest. She asked me to stay here and host you for the time being. Seems like it's almost time.
Huh? Huta went to fetch someone in person. Could it be... Petit? Ningguang? Or... Captain Beetle?
She didn't clarify. And as her subordinate, I couldn't...
Ta-da! We're here! Oh, we're not late to the party, right? Right? Good thing the Conqueror of Demons and I are both swift as the wind. And whoosh, we made it just in time.
Oh, I see. So the important guest is the Conqueror of Demons. I've been looking forward to meeting you. The director didn't mention anything when she invited us. What a pleasant surprise. Gathered here with us tonight are not only young and accomplished individuals, but also the protector of Leo's peace, Adeptus Alatus. To convene here with all of you is indeed a great honor.
It's almost Lantern Rite, yet you took all the trouble coming here.
The director has a way of making it difficult to decline.
Rex Lapis, may I ask what troubles you?
The director asked me to buy sesame oil in preparation for the celebration.
Then why would you come all the way to Wangshu Inn?
I had a pleasant chat with Chef Yenshao and received some spices from him. And, see?
What about the sesame oil?
It's a shame. I couldn't find the kind the director was looking for.
I'm sure you're exaggerating, Zhang... Sir.
There he goes again. Enough with the pleasantries. Go let our guests take a seat. Everyone here today is well known in their own field and has probably heard about one another to some extent. Some of us are even old acquaintances, so there's no need to be this. I heard that the Conqueror of Demons and the Traveler are great. You two sit together.
You should take a seat too, director.
Oh, finally remembered me? When we arrived just now, the host at Shinue Kiosk told me our dishes are almost ready. Perfect timing. Let's not wait any longer and ask them to bring out the food.
Paimon would have never guessed the person who Tao went to fetch was Xiao.
Oh, that's also the first I've heard of the Traveler and Paimon being friends with the Conqueror of Demons.
You know Xiao Chu?
Knowing is a bit of an overstatement. I've always looked up to him. You might not know this, Paimon, but we exorcists have worked in close collaboration with the Conqueror of Demons for many generations, dispelling evil together, both in the open and from the shadows. Hard to imagine that thanks to Hu Tao, I've finally gotten the chance to meet him.
Likewise.
It is a great honor indeed to have a chance to meet the legendary Conqueror of Demons. Changyun has brought that name up quite a few. I remember you mentioning wanting him to understand the importance of exercise.
We know each other too. He helped try my dishes during the Masterful Chef's cook-off. I didn't think we'd have the chance to meet again.
No anecdote, however, compares to meeting you in person. I'm Xingqiu, Shangling and Changyun's friend. The pleasure is all mine.
Whoa, everyone's getting all formal and polite all of a sudden. Paimon doesn't know what she should say anymore. Adeptus Xiao, mighty conqueror of demons, please accept Paimon's greetings too. Paimon tried very hard to look for a fancy word, okay? Don't be too harsh on Paimon!
There's no need to be so polite.
You're right. This was meant to be a nice little get-together between friends after all. I didn't plan this gathering only for everyone to...
What's your true intention then?
A little get-together between friends, sipping the finest tea and watching lanterns float. And that is something our consultant would say. I think it deserves a standing ovation.
Indeed. Exceptional acting skills, director.
As for me, I'm just here to have fun and treat everyone to something good. We all worked really hard this year. Whether traveling or guiding, cooking, helping with the family business, exercise, and of course, our consultant, who's been everyone as the one who brought everyone together. It goes without...
Sounds kinda self-important, but thinks it's pretty.
It wasn't as complicated as you think.
Okay, gotcha. Thanks, boss lady.
It's not boss lady, just boss. And there she goes. What a lively girl.
Conqueror of demons, Adepta Shao. Guardian of Wangshu Inn, hero of Dihua Marsh. I know you're there.
Quiet. Do not disturb the peace.
Sorry, but you wouldn't show up if I didn't yell your name, would you?
I know you. You're the 77th director of Wangsheng Funeral Park. Is there something you...
That does sound like one of Hu Tao's antics.
Did the Conqueror of Demons agree to come so that Hu Tao would stop
There might be other reasons.
Smart guess. It gets pretty boring from here on. I talked about the funeral parlor's past relationship.
In the time of the Archon War, disputes were frequent. And the Adepti vanquished the demons. The Millelith fought valiantly. That is how the border between life and death was maintained during...
That's right. One point, but despite our deep-rooted connection, it still took me quite a while to actually... You know him pretty well.
This matter is out of my control, so I need to be cautious.
True, but I've kept that in mind too. That's why everyone here today. Besides, it'll only be for a short while as we dine together.
But I didn't expect there to be so...
There's no need to worry, Conqueror of Demons. Our young exorcist over here is protected by his pure yang energy.
That's not the same. And did you just toss your carrots into my bowl?
Huh? What?
I'm siding with you're lucky Guoba isn't here today. He hates seeing people being picky with.
Huh? Guoba would do that? Is he that uncompromised? But now that I think of it...
It sounds like you...
I'm doing fine. Not long ago, before Lantern Rite, thanks to his help, things have been a lot more stable than before. You should know him.
Seeds of story.
And cultivated by time. Did Paimon just unconscious that voice?
If I'm not mistaken, there's... don't just sit there, Zhongli. No such need. I'm coming in. You finally let me in. Hello, hello. No matter if we've met before or not, this moment marks a brand new...
Oh, it's the tone
Oh, he seems to carry a valiant breeze wherever he goes. It looks like we're gonna be friends. Fate has brought us together, so come on, take a seat. And, this young lady here is as bright as a fresh bouquet of flowers in the morning's rising sun. She no doubt is the one with the most authority here. Whoa, these dishes look amazing! Is it real?
Huh, it's you!
Oh, isn't this Genyu? Genyu? Yup. Now that I've taken a closer look, I met Xingqiu at a light novel convention.
Oh, I never expected that there'd be another person in this world who could interpret.
Venti, you're being too humble. Considering your poetic talent.
Could this new guest be Master Xingqiu's friend?
Yes, yeah. Monsters become more active than usual as we get closer to Lantern. I was patrolling Dihua Marsh a few days ago, when I happened to run into this...
You've already forgotten? I'm a bard, remember? And bards go around singing wherever they like.
Oh, right. And this bard was performing in Dihua Marsh. It was a moving melody. And it...
Thank you for your patronage.
I understand now, too. I'm Zhongli, currently working at the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. It's a pleasure to meet you, new friend.
And I'm his boss. Oh, and if there's...
That's very considerate.
Oh? No wonder.
Oh, you're too nice, Venti. Not to brag, but our consultant truly is impressive. His knowledge extends across from the sophisticated way he speaks. It's hard not to suspect that he could very well be an adeptus in disguise. Shao, you're an adeptus. Do you think it might be possible?
Sorry. I'm only good at conquering demons. I'm afraid I don't have much knowledge in that matter.
Really? But Paimon thinks you're super knowledgeable. Huh? Xiao's a warrior!
I've actually heard a few things about Mr. Zhongli before. The guests in the tavern talked about this refined and courteous man who, instead of having wine...
Now that you mention it, I seem to recall that there indeed is a musician. I've heard that he's elegant and amiable, his works witty and vibrant.
Now you're making me... I would say that Mondstadt's poetry is a little run-of-the-mill sometimes. There's one I heard a while back that went... The old house is renewed. The meaning's there, but the word choices are unimaginative, and there's a distinct...
I think so too. But if I were to give it a go, an old melon on a vine.
Oh, good one! It feels unique and has a nice...
You have great taste, Venti.
Of course, of course.
Hey, Xingqiu! Mind lending me a few books when we get back? Pick out some... I don't know if it's my own lack of literary knowledge.
I don't think it's your...
Changyun's right. It's not our fault.
Oh, you have a point. But speaking of, why is the Tone Deaf Bard?
I heard that Liyue will be hosting a Lantern Rite music festival. Getting to know other musical styles is essential. As for the Fontaine friend who hosted the festival, the Iridescence tour has finally been held successfully for once, so don't think anything of it. By the way, I was watching as you entered Xinyue Kyo. Should I say that it's because I'm an expert in hiding, or that a certain someone deliberately ignored the sound of the wind?
Whenever Lantern Rite comes around, people are all busy watching the lanterns and strolling around the shops, and they might just go travel somewhere on a whim. The festival is in full swing and proceeding smoothly. To come together with all of you at the beginning of the year, well, in a moment like this, I propose we raise a glass together.
Very well said, Mr. Zhongli. Now I'm getting a little self-conscious. We usually drink wine during occasions like this over in Mondstadt,
But you're welcome. As the host of this gathering, I hope everyone enjoys the food and drink, considering that everyone may have other matters to attend to later.
All of a sudden, they started proposing toasts. Should...
What's with the urgency?
Have you two finished eating? It's always nice to have a breath of fresh air after a meal.
Paimon will come too. Yeah? Okay then. Don't forget.
Let's depart. Are you alright? It's hard to describe. It's not that there were those among the Adepti who loved gatherings and idle chit-chat. Sometimes they would call up a few others for a drink. The Adepti all have their specialties, making most of them proud and arrogant. But this time... That's not what I meant. Or perhaps I should say Rex Lapis is really good at adapting to human life. You could say that he actually enjoys doing so. And that's something I might never be able to do. No matter. I know my circumstances. Whenever I think of the ordinary conversations I've had with you, yes, the parlor director went out of her way with the invitation, so it was difficult to turn her down. She told me that all the guests today would be acquainted with elemental power, but I didn't expect the other guests to be... General Capisis always said that we should live in the present, but I think he meant designing clothes for those around him. The clothes were intricately designed, but inconvenient to wear. Brother Bosacius never tried to hide his distaste in front of him. Rex Lapis did like his designs and even collected quite a few. The outfit he wears now was also designed by General Capisis himself. I never saw him wear this during the war. I didn't expect him to start wearing it later.
Oh, here you are. I'm not...
You're not. What is it?
Hu Tao saw that everyone's done eat. Paimon got so anxious that you weren't back yet that to be honest, you looked a little restless just now, and I thought you weren't used to the...
You're worrying too much. Why would I? Anyway, let's head back.
Please wait! There's another reason why I came looking for you. Here, take these.
Almond tofu?
Yup. Since the Masterful Chef's competition, you could say that I heard him say that the esteemed guest on the roof loves nothing more than... I'll be honest, before Hu Tao invited everyone, she's secret, so I made a few servings of almond tofu for you guys. When I told Guoba that I was making these for you, he started...
Thank you for the trouble. There was no... I'll take them. Thank you. And Guoba too.
You're welcome. Oh, the almond tofu I made probably tastes and feels a little different from the Taipien shop.
Okay.
Alrighty, we should head back now. You're finally done whispering secrets to each other? So much for promising Paimon you'll be back soon. How could you say that to Paimon? In that case, besides having no sense of time, Paimon will let you know what having no... Your dessert is all Paimon's!
Sorry to keep everyone waiting.
No worries, we're all just chatting here. There's no whether we're chatting outside or inside, it's all the same.
Paimon's too busy eating to talk to you.
But even though we're all well acquainted by now, I think this festive gathering deserves something ceremonious.
Oh? Is this some local custom?
Nope. This is something I made up so that good luck spontaneity is the best choice to make here. It's been lit for so long now that the incense is running out. I'll leave refilling and lighting the incense will signify continuous growth and
I see. Perfect symbolism, as expected of. And speaking of the most distinguished guest here today, I'm sure we all agree that it's Mr. Zhongli. I'm not very familiar with the details of his past deeds, but chatting with him has been a real... If knowledge were a form of power, one could even say that you're a wielder of unlimited strength.
But when it comes to having a way with words, I just happen to have a good memory. It is such an unexceptional skill, yet you made it sound like an Since we all get to nominate someone... I think it's only fair that we let the parlor director light the incense.
Huh? That won't do. Don't flatter me just because I'm your boss. We are looking for the most distinguished guest here. As the host, I shouldn't... Now that we've enjoyed this table full of delicacies...
Is this really the way this works?
It's not a big deal. Just look at her. Xiangling, the disciple of an adeptus, the stove god's best companion, the winner of the Masterful Chef's competition. The only heir of the famous Wan Min restaurant. A good old friend of mine. There's no better choice.
Why does Paimon feel like we're back at square... Please stop! You're making me embarrassed! If we're looking for a distinguished guest, surely the second son of the Feiyun Commerce Guild counts. It's one of the...
Huh? Don't get me...
Oh, not a bad choice. With the Commerce Guild's young master lighting the incense.
That's not how it works. Making a fortune is indeed a fine wish. Which means we should choose Chongyun, the skilled...
Huh? I can't be the one when we... Adeptus Xiao has the most seniority among...
I refuse. I am most certainly not the most distinguished guest here. You should all be able to make the right judgment based on your observations. One person here is well acquainted with everyone else.
Oh, that's right! Even though you're always mocking Paimon, you're still pretty popular. No, wait! Paimon said she wouldn't... Huh? Who else is there? Huh? Does that mean... Oh, well...
I agree. Paimon's just the one without a friend constantly by your side. But once you have someone there to...
The traveler has traversed many nations and left behind a great deal of fascinating stories. But Paimon plays an indispensable...
You guys... Paimon's not you... Those were genuine... Thank you. You made Paimon wait for a while.
Don't take everything to heart, Paimon. Friends tease each other.
That is indeed true.
That means Paimon is as important to the traveler as Guobit.
Looks like we've come to an agreement. Any objection?
I trust the traveler's judgment.
Then Paimon it is. And now, the world's most excellent traveler's greatest companion, guide, and friend, Paimon, will be refilling and lighting the incense. Here you go. Take the mat. It's getting late. I won't take up any more of your time. You're all free to go as you please.
Yep, the tea was amazing too.
You don't have to go all polite on me. Just remember to come when I... It's dark out, so I'm going to accompany Xiangling, Xingqiu, and Changyun back home.
No need. I'm headed towards the harbor to meet a friend on the ship. I think you know the place I'm talking about. Come meet me. It was great getting to know you all. Let's meet again when the spring...
Bye! Oh, we should write poetry together sometime. We'll catch you all later then. Don't forget to return to the parlor later.
Understood. See you later.
Rex Lapis.
Just Zhongli will do. I live as a mortal in Liu Harbor now. I am just one among many who begin work at sunrise and retire to rest. If we were to consider status and seniority as Zhongli, I should be respectfully referring to you as Adeptus Shao.
Heaven forbid. Not you too.
I meant what I said. I heard that during the Lantern Rite Music Festival, you conferred with Streetward Rambler and Cloud Retainer. The same truth will sound different coming from different people. I once had a pleasant chat about the past and present with a Sumeru scholar from the evidence she found and the conclusion she made. But there are multiple sides to in the legends recorded by humans, some gods were depicted as arrogant and condescending. But whether to me, Streetward Rambler, Cloud Retainer, or younger adepti such as Shao and God, this was as true back then. Just how Shao may seem unapproachable to most, but the Traveler has proved otherwise. So there's no need to dwell too much on certain things.
I mean...
It looks like you understood what I meant. The director asked me to accompany you on your return. But I don't think you'll need my protection. After that, it'll be time for me to go back and meet up with the director.
Bye, Xiangling. Everyone's gone now. Paimon always feels a little empty, but at least you always... No. Paimon got it mixed up. Paimon. Good that you... Shao, is there anything else you want to do?
No need. I've stayed here for much longer than I had expected. The city lights, the events of today occurred so abruptly. I appreciate your... Okay, I'll see you next time then.